Get to it, man. Having a good time. Yeah. We're gonna transition into divide and conquer, and get into that first, like I guess you would say, premier matchup. B Magic, Coach Coleon, setting off like that first 3-round battle. How you feel about what these guys were able to do yesterday? The punches, you know what I'm saying? B Magic. I seen a lot of people saying B Magic is he bringing that classic B Magic feel and things like that, and Coach showed that he's here now.
I'm gonna say this a couple times during this sit down, and people might think I'm exaggerating, but when you see the footage yourselves, they're like, yo, ARP never bullshits on camera. Best B Magic we've seen in a long time, and it could be the best coach that we've ever seen on camera. I want to see. Coach got some battles on Bags and Bodies that I gotta rewatch the footage.
Okay.
But his best performance that I think I've seen from Coach on camera is either going to come from Bags and Bodies or what he just did last night with B Magic. So if you didn't know who Coach was, tune in and you'll get a clear understanding so fast when you watch that shit last night. But B Magic, he's a legend. And we know what his talent is and what his capabilities are. And to see the pocket that he was in yesterday, it's a treat for the fans. It's a treat.
I spoke to Magic and he's saying he's just comfortable again and not putting no more pressure on himself. That's why he's not choking or fucking up. It's just like, just have fun. Yeah. Go out there, handle your business. Like it's not don't put all that pressure and overthinking. Just do your thing.
And another thing that he does too is he got these flows that if he hits those pockets, it's just like nobody else does that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Magic, he's more than a punch. I know he has that reputation, deservingly so, one of the best punches of all time. But he also brings something to the game with those flows that he goes in and out of. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a fucking top level, grade A performance, totally prepped and ready to go, focused B Magic, that's one that we got last night.
Who won? ARP? I know you.
I ain't doing that for none of these battles.
Oh, okay. Usually, see, ARP usually don't care. He give it up.
Well. Let me say this. I will be very, very honest in the areas where I feel like people deserve certain statements. We're gonna say during this shit. But as far as winners and losers, I will say my winners and losers from this card too. But depending on when y'all see this shit, are we live or is this
No, we ain't live. We're not live.
Okay, depending on when this drops, we're shooting this literally less than 24 hours after the event.
Facts.
It's way too soon for the league owner to get on camera. Like, yeah, this person lost. That person won. I can't do that. I can't do it because I'm even hurting the battlers at that point.
Nah, you're right.
By the time there's a little bit of time's passed, or maybe even if the footage drops on YouTube, the whole world has seen it. And then if I come out as a fan and I be like, yo, such and such won.
Got you.
Respect it. I could hurt the battlers right now if I do that.
I respect that.
We got a classic event that's going down right now. I ain't doing that right now.
I got you.
It's still rolling. I ain't doing that right now.
Nah, but how did you like the whole overall performance with them two guys?
Nah, and that's what I'm saying. So I don't want to sound cliche when I say one of the best B Magics that we've seen in a while. And that's not saying that he hasn't had good performances recently. He has. But everything that I've seen from B Magic over the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, I still take this performance over anything I've seen in the last 2 years from B Magic.
Fire.
And Coach, I think it might be one of his best on-cam performances.
So the fans gonna have a debate on their hands with this one.
It felt like that in the building. That's one thing I probably could say now. If I feel like it was a debatable, I'll give you that. I might. It could be.
Then we get into one of my favorite battles of the night: Pain versus Bad News. I ain't gonna Pain. Big Pain. 30.
And y'all remember when you search, some of y'all give us on the league owner side and the YouTube side hell with some of y'all names.
Yeah.
When you search for Pain, please put it in as an acronym.
Gotcha.
Put the dots in between every letter. P. A. Y. N. E. It'll come up on searches for y'all better.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So people got to be careful with their names.
News had like a line with the Pain dot.
And
that shit was crazy.
I said that on camera, but I feel like people that could miss that is the people that don't know that his name's an acronym. Yeah.
I got
soon
you.
everybody will know. There was people that used to call me ARP.
Yeah.
So soon people will. Yeah. Soon people will know that like there's a period in between each letter of his joint. Protect all your new energy is Pain's joint. But that battle, I think it's a direct derivative from the matchup itself. It's like one of those close to perfection style matchups. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What they both do. So, crazy one. Crazy.
They was trying to, I had them both on camera, and they was trying to make me pick. I was like, yo, it's a debatable, man. Like, it was like, if you had to judge, I'm like, damn, y'all really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really both wanted Payne wanted the 30. News came out feeling like he got the 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like from the face off. Remember, Cass like, yo, your energy. News like, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Payne's like, yo, I'm 30 in. Like, it was just, and to me, they both have a similar style, aggression, and things like that. But I ain't
one
gonna
thing
lie.
I love to see the battlers that after one person has such a great round, and it looks like, yo, he just went crazy. When you could tell that pushed the other person. Mm-hmm. Where they're like, oh, you know what? Watch this. And I seen both sides doing that. Like, oh, you thought you did something last round. I bet my turn. It's a fight like that. Them two guys, man, like they put the fuck on. The aggression was there. The bars was there. The performance was there. And it's also dope when you got two guys that have no history, because we always like our grudge matches and battles that are built up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a huge place in matchmaking. But to see two people come together that just happened to get the phone call, because RBE is like, that's a great matchup. It's a great opportunity for Payne. It's a dope follow up with Bad News, because I fuck with Bad News heavy.
12 hours with the KD joint.
Yeah. Speaking of Bad News, I gotta address Bad News real quick. Is it your interview?
It was mine. When he actually addressed you specifically.
No, your title addressed me.
he said it.
Your title.
He was like, yo, I want to talk to ARP. It's for you, ARP. So I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yo, let me get you back. Less than 24 hours. The clap back, the rebuttal. Me and Payne, I think now we.
Yeah, you set him up. That's what he said. You set him up.
Nah, I get it. We get to that. I think we even now. I said Payne. Me and News. We got this thing. Where we felt that the other person was set up. Yeah. So the first time it happened was when he was battling Murder. And in his bars, he extended his hand and shook my hand. And I didn't trust him. I didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation before. Like, Arsenal did that to me. Okay. I don't know how much you could tell from the footage, but when Arsenal battles Show Off, and Arsenal goes to put his arm around my shoulder, and he's like, y'all booking Show Off for the low. And you can't tell in the footage, but he tried to pull me and guide me a little bit, and I didn't let my feet move. I was like, I don't know what he's doing. And then he goes, this one quick beating his ass in the snow. I was just like, you was really trying to build up a fucking punchline, performing it out, and by pulling me and everything. So fast forward, even with News, like, I don't trust battlers on that stage when I hear my name, or if you try. I don't know. Some people sometimes, depending on the setup, because I'm still very, very in tune with the ball patterns. Like Ill Will, he sticks out his hand last night. I know he's not setting me up to diss me. Gotcha. But News battling Murder. You got John standing behind him. It's a bullpen versus RBE type of match. You got that whole type of energy to it. Fact. When News stuck his hand out, I was just like, I don't know what he's about to do. I'm good. But he stuck his hand out not to do nothing crazy. So we laughed about it after. I was like, yo, my bad. I didn't know. Yeah. Like, I couldn't trust you in the moment. I'm not going against Jay Murder. And I couldn't trust you in the moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up being wrong because he wasn't trying to do nothing. But that's all just part of the performance. So he's just joking. So we keep thinking that we're trying to set the other person up. But News. I'm really just saying this not to News, because if I really took it serious, I would have called them. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this in jest to other battlers or other people. Yeah. News isn't the only person that has a contract that has a month's time range, like from January to March, for Divide and Conquer. Gotcha. Anybody on the card that has that, they have that because we didn't have the date settled by the time they signed the contract. That's all. Gotcha. We didn't have our date set and chosen. And on top of that, even if that wasn't the case, if I really wanted to talk business, technically, once you sign your contract, if you have your deposit, it's on you to write. You know how the battlers will say, I'm not writing a single bar until I get my deposit? Well, you got your deposit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like you, and News, he kept it real. He said, well, I signed that. So you signed between January and March. So be ready. I said News, after he seen what you did in 12 hours, man, you know? And the funny thing was, it dead serious. Like I said, there's multiple people on the card. Anybody that locked in by a certain time, like anybody that doesn't have that in a contract, they locked on later on, closer to the date. Got you. We have battlers that was locked in like before Christmas for Divide and Conquer. We knew that I was saying it publicly. I was just like, yo, we taking the rest of the holidays off. Fuck it. We're not coming out for December. Everybody's gonna enjoy the holidays, and we'll see y'all next year. We'll get to January, we'll start promoting and rolling out February 4th. So any of that shit that was signed, it has a date range. I mean, any battlers, including News. So News, I would never do that to you, my nigga. Arsenal wanted to see the coin toss during the show of battle. QB wanted to see the fucking coin toss last night with Coach. I was so mad at QB. I'm like, why the fuck would you ever think? You think, I know Caution is, say the queen of the bricks and everything. First of all, QB is my nigga. As much appreciation as I have.
One of the original female RBE putting on it.
But I get it. Sometimes in your mind, you don't know if you're battling multiple energies. Like, I see Caution over there cooking. Like, are they teaming up a little bit? Never, QB. I'd never do that to you or Caution. Stop that shit.
What can the fans expect from this Bad News Pain battle?
A ridiculous matchup that made a lot of sense, and two guys that's in there fighting for a W. Two guys that's just in there going to war for a W. I don't know how else to put it. And it's what people expected from their aggression, the way that they perform, and their backgrounds. It lived up to the expectation of the actual matchup. So, yeah, that was a dope one. Shout out to Pain and News. They went in. News, what up? Boy, I would never do that to you. Stop that shit.
The two ladies right after. I ain't gonna lie. It was like after that battle, I'm like, damn, it's gonna be hard for whoever go next. Like they really brought the energy up, and then the ladies come through QB and Caution, and they turn up. They have a crazy clash. They hit that. And the face-offs, like I say, all the face-offs sold the battle so much iller too, because they really like turned up. You brought Cass. Yeah. The king of the face-offs and everything like that. So they really like was turned up. But talk about the females battles. You know what I'm saying? Caution, QB, Black Diamond.
Another matchup that just made a lot of sense to us. QB, the way that she came into RBE was so organic. It was just like, nah, like this shit just works on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And we got some legendary battles on the RBE channel with QB. Like, to me, like her versus Official, people were saying that was the female battle of that year. QB versus Official.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got classics with her. She's got like a 2.5+ million view battle with Arsenal. The king of disrespect versus the queen of disrespect. We was able to pull that off. That's like a legacy battle. You know what I'm saying? And then she got all those other battles mixed in there too. That was dope. So she's got such a crazy resume on RBE. And so it's easy to look to QB and say like, yo, that's the queen of RBE. There's no problem with anybody that, even if she walked around, even if she claimed that, she said, I'm the queen of RBE. I'm like, you're not going to see me come out and be like, no. I'm going to be like, she could say that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But caution is caution. Caution comes in, the first female sign, the queen of the bricks. She takes a leadership role. Like, that's her personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that she moves and the way that and then her talent on top of that. So she could stick her chest out proudly too. She's signed to RBE. She puts on for RBE. She claims her loyalty to RBE. You know what I'm saying? So she could claim that too. No, nobody's once again going to question her. Certain people, if they say that, everybody, let alone me, people be like, no, you're not. You ain't put in no work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't deserve to say that. Like,
I'm not going to lie. With Caution, I was talking to her yesterday. I was like, yo, your rise last year was crazy. Like, and then when you're watching her, you're like, yo, she's super fire. And then she like, I'm undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's really beating me like that. She was like, but she did, kept it 100. She said, I learned a lot yesterday. She said, fucking with QB. She said, I learned a lot. I said, she's a vet. She's experienced. I learned a lot. She said, on camera, y'all gonna catch a lot of shit. But she was like, yo, she did a lot of shit that I learned from QB. She gave it up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope, though. That's dope.
So, you know what I mean? But she, she still felt like she won. QB felt like she caught the 30. You know what I'm saying? But, like, respectful to 30. She was like, yeah, but it was levels. That's how QB talking. But I thought it was a fire battle.
I'll say this about the battle. I definitely co-sign that. Crazy battle. I think we got the caution that we expect to get. This new up-and-coming, wild burst of energy, talented ass battle.
Pen heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got the caution we expected. And I warned you when we started this shit. I think that's the best QB I've seen on footage since the official battle.
Sheesh.
And that official battle is like, That could have been
Nah,
like
she was in her
2017
bag.
for all I know. Like,
and one thing I gotta say too, just to add on to that, is QB, when she's not just on some disrespectful shit, I think it might be a better version of QB. Now, not to say like when she's out here scheming and doing all of that different stuff, like rebuttaling, and like I feel like that's a tough QB to beat.
QB was funny.
Exactly.
She was witty.
It's a picture you riding the D, like yo, she was really going at her crazy, like
yeah. QB wild the fuck out, and like I said, I really do think that that's the best QB I've seen since she battled Official. I really do.
Another conversation I had with QB yesterday too. You know, I'm always like, yo, what's your agenda for the year? What you looking forward to? Cause we see you on URL. What's your relationship? She like, you know, I was like, yo, if they call you with the bag, this, that, and the third. Her words, when the interview drop, you'll see, like, I'm not interested. She said, no disrespect. I don't got no beef with the guys over it. But she's like, I love being independent. I'm not trying to sign no long-term contract or nothing crazy like that. She's like, I love the position I'm in. And like, yo, I rock with ARP and what he do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm good. I'm extremely satisfied. I don't want to go anywhere else. I'll probably fuck with Remy or do something like that, but for the most part, I love where I'm at right here. This is it.
And shout out to Q, and I'm saying that not just from the battler standpoint, because it's an honor to have such a legend like that say, like, no, I'm happy with the opportunities I have there. And I think there's a lot of people that feel that way, but I want to give her a real extra shout out for the position that she's put herself in just as a person. Because you'd be surprised how many people put themselves in those type of situations because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Q is one of those battlers where she don't need to fucking be booked. You know what I'm saying? She don't need to battle. She don't need to fucking get a call from RBE or URL or King of the Dot to pay her bills and all shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like, I shouldn't say I be feeling, I be knowing, because I know a lot of personal situations. I know a lot of situations behind the scenes. There's so many people where it's just like, yo, without me battle rapping, they feel like their life is over, or it literally is their only source of income, so they fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's even used against you.
Facts.
Negotiations that's used against you, like, nigga, I know that you don't got no job. I know that I'm your only savior here, whatever, work against you. Q has never needed to take 4, 5, 6 battles a year to take care of herself financially or nothing like that, so...
I just wanted to say
that. That's dope.
That's the only reason why I put that there, just to show you, like, yeah, you're right. This is QB right here. So she, you know what I mean?
Speaking of her,
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of her, and Q, she got there's times where I call her to talk business or catch up or whatever, and she's doing business. Yo, let me hit you back. I'm doing boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, hit me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, Q get money. You know what
exactly.
I'm
She said, you know, she also threw a little shot. She said, you know, for everybody making cologne, doing all that, I was like, I'm a pioneer. I've been doing it. Yeah.
Yo, honestly, she's not lying either. Like, I remember Star was even pushing some of her products.
And it smells wonderful. I was getting good, you know what I mean?
From Battle Rap Media days, Star was promoting some of QB's products. Real talk.
That's fire.
Real talk. So she's definitely been in this game forever. This do smell good.
Yeah, nah.
Let me get some of that.
Yeah, nah. You know what I mean? Listen, man.
This
salute to QB.
Good.
Make sure y'all support her, because she definitely shows love and everything like that.
It smell good.
Good product and everything like that. But yeah, like, once again, she came, handled her business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you ain't give me one?
Yeah. Listen, man. You know, but great battle again.
Great battle. Shout out to QB. Shout out to Caution. Lived up to full expectation. They put on. Go check that out. Whether you're on a VOD or whether you wait for it to drop on YouTube, and let us know your winners and let us know the rounds. Crazy.
So that's the first 3 battles right there. Down. Then we get into, you know, even more like the battles. I'm not like the ones that are like. It looked like dudes ready to kill each other type of battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go right into the Rosenberg Raw Jag battle. The return of Jag, you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy you guys were able to patch up your relationship and do, you know what I mean? Get on the right foot. You know, everything is dope. He goes have an amazing battle versus Show Off. Then he calls out Rosenberg Raw. You know what I'm saying? Raw, one of the, you know, since he's been back battling, he's just been on a crazy run from the Rex battle, the Snake Eyes, to just continuously just having dope ass performances. Has one of the biggest, Ill Will caught one of the biggest losses in his career against Rosenberg Raw. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he wasn't all 100%, but it's like Raw's not. He's 100% every time he coming out, or at least
Raw's Raw.
Yeah, you feel me? Like big stage shit with show all, like just he's just been in that bag. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, I spoke to him too. He said ARP gonna have to really bring out the legends to start making shit make sense for me and everything.
He called out a heavyweight, a super heavyweight in the battle. I think it was either in the battle at the face off, but nah, he did in the battle.
He called out Cassidy.
I wasn't gonna say. I wasn't gonna even.
Nah, he called out Cassidy. He's like, yo, that's what I need. I need those type of battles.
But
you know what I'm saying?
If you don't, it's like when they say like, yo, there's nothing wrong as long as you're not doing it in an arrogant way or a cocky way. We'll give yourself your own achievement awards or pat yourself on the back as long as you're not being cocky or arrogant about it. Like, if you're not gonna ask for it, if you're not gonna salute yourself, then how's anybody else gonna look at you like that? You know what I'm saying? So for Raw to put himself there, not only does he deserve it, not only has he been showing it and proving it, but he's also putting that in the atmosphere. And these other battlers, they gotta see that.
Facts.
They gotta see that. Like, yo, Cass, yo, Mook, yo, Luck, whatever. Like, call those people out. They don't get called out enough, if you ask me. Why not?
A lot of people feel like it's probably like,
rappers. They're legends, they're GOATs, they're Mount Rushmores, but they're still battle rappers.
Facts. And they're active.
Yeah. Call them out. Trust me, almost any battle in the world could happen if a league is able to make it make sense business wise. Almost any matchup. And if it really, really catches on, I tell battlers this type of shit behind the scenes all the time. And what the fans don't understand is that the leagues make a lot of phone calls, but so do the battlers. The battlers are responsible for making a lot of matchups too. Sean just said that in that live that he did. He was like, the league was saying, all right, well, you know what? Go live with Twerk and let's see what happens. Right? Then Sean just said,
yes, that's not. Yeah.
Right? So this is what I'm trying to say. It's not everything is the phone call from the league saying, I want to do this. The battlers create buzz. The battlers create their own matchups. Averb can create a matchup once a week.
Oh, yeah. He got like 10 matchups probably lined up right now.
And he does them. He's creating those. You know what I'm saying? So when let's say Cassidy calls me and says, yo, what can we do to set up this Rosenberg Raw situation? That's how the conversation starts. So when battlers call me and they ask me like, yo, can I get this person? That's always dope, but you have to be in that position to also carry a side of it. When you want somebody and the other person is also trying to make it happen, that's where you're a move maker. That's where you have impact. So if you're calling the league owner like, yo, can I have this person? That league owner might do things in his power to make it happen if it makes sense to the league as well. And if he's backing you, or if he's backing the overall situation, or if he believes in the matchup. But if you want a matchup and the other side of that matchup is also like, nah, let's do it, that's when you know you're pushing.
Facts.
So if Raw starts attacking some of these GOATs and they call me, I'm going to set it up.
Fire.
I'm going to set it up.
Now, how'd you feel about his performance versus Jag?
Amazing. Amazing.
Or well, just both of that whole battle together, both of these guys work.
Another crazy turnout from the matchup style. They both talk that type of shit, that type of lingo. Jag is a little bit more rapid fire. I feel like Raw's a little bit more down the line on you, methodical. You know what I'm saying? But it was just an amazing matchup to see the energy for those two guys, the aggression for both of those. It started from the face-off. You saw the face-off.
Yeah, oh man.
I think as good
your
as
face-off on Sorry It's True, like, you know what I mean? Just the little preliminaries, and then in the building. I feel like Rosenberg got him on the like a little bit, like, you know what I mean, on the screen. But when they got in the building, Jag, like, you know, wouldn't even give him a chance to talk. Just OD. Like,
I think I could read it where it's just like, yo, Jag sat down with that plan.
Yeah.
Like, soon as I know the live stream cuts on, I'm in go on this nigga.
Facts.
But Raw is still Raw, so Raw is bombing back.
But
I think Raw is so good with face-offs, and he knows that whole side of the game. But I think Jag even got on his skin a little bit, because I seen Raw stand up a couple times. That's when people was trying to find extra energy to deliver their message. And there wasn't at no fight level, but Raw still standing up trying to get his point out and shit. I was like, oh, these niggas is going. You know what I'm saying? But the battle was just, it lived up to the hype once again. It lived up to the fucking hype. Raw was in his pocket, and I feel like Jag also has another battle under his belt where he's showing people, don't question me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know early on we put Jag in front of big names. He started out with Math Hoffa.
Exactly.
He had 40 Cal. He had Ill Will. He had Old Red.
Yeah.
He had, you know what I'm saying? Then he was booked
Sure.
for he was booked for Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So his bookings are huge, and I feel like the fans still want to make sure like, yo, it's early, this fast. You know what I'm saying? But one reason also where Jag makes it make sense is the way he gets out there and makes it appealing.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a promo master, man. I ain't gonna lie.
If you can't create any energy, right?
Yeah.
It's not easy to budget off of. I'll set any matchup up that has no energy if it's only gonna cost $500.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If a battle has no energy at all and you guys want to do it for free, I'll book it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's gonna cost a pretty penny, right? You want to get paid. You want your guaranteed, because I don't have no guarantees. You want your guaranteed money, then like just have some appeal to it. You know what I'm saying? And Jag does that. That's why Jag, from a booking standpoint, can also get by with getting all these heavyweights. Like there's a lot of people that's been here way longer than he's been, but can't draw the way that he draws.
He pushes the line too. I'd be like, yo, Jag, you be thinking shit might go left every time. Jag get into, like, you know what I'm saying?
But this is all still based in entertainment. We know that in our culture things could go left, but the roots of this is all still, we're signing contracts and doing business in the whole perspective of entertainment. That's our plan. Every time we book these battles, we're looking for entertainment content.
Facts.
Okay? So if Jag is able to be entertaining, you have to give him his credit for that. And Raw does the same thing.
Facts.
Raw could be very entertaining. Raw could definitely have people interested in what he got going on. Anytime he signs a contract, anytime he steps in the ring, leading up into any event. And I feel like those 3 rounds from both of those guys just delivered on all aspects.
Rosenberg, you know, chopping up with him, he's like, you know, he said Jag is getting better.
Yeah.
He said, you know, he felt like he won and everything like that, but he was like, yo, Jag, he's like standing in front of him. He's like, nah, Jag is getting better.
You know what's scary?
He gave him a lot of respect. You know what I mean?
You know what's scary about people saying that, and I agree, but you know what's scary about people saying Jag is getting better? He just battled Show Off, and people are saying it's one of the best battles of 2022. There's a million battles that dropped in 2022.
Facts.
If you have one of the best battles of 2022 and people are saying that you're still getting better, that's scary.
Yeah.
And Raw is also getting better too. And Raw has been here for fucking 50 years. So that's scary as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna sound cliche once again, but every single one of these matchups delivered last night.
Facts. Nah, real talk.
They delivered.
Then, you know, another one of my favorite battles of the night, you know what I'm saying? I would say so far, just for me personally, you know, Pain, and so far from what we've broken down, Pain and News for me was like my favorite out of all those battles so far that we spoke about. And they were all dope. You know what I'm saying? Then we get into this next one, which the Dog Strikes Again versus, you know what I'm saying, Rebuttal. Crazy.
Master, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?